All right, my friends, how are you today? Aaron here, bringing your daily horoscope for Tuesday, the 7th of December, 2021. We've got the moon moving into the sign of Aquarius. As it moves through the sign of Aquarius today, Aquarius is the fixed sign of the zodiac, the fixed top of the zodiac, or technically the bottom, which is a representation of the human being, the water bearer, the water in the air that allows electricity to flow. One of my favorite ways to look at the sign of Aquarius is it's all the people, it's the community, it's all the people that connect together to make this world the beautiful place that it is, as well as the technology-driven sign that allows us to coexist just like this right now and use technology to reach one another. It is the sign of knowing we are all entering the age of Aquarius. And entering the age of Aquarius is certainly going through its growing pains. We have the tradition. We have where we've been for the past 2,000 years has been the age of Pisces. We are no longer in that age, but there are plenty of remnants all around us that are trying to maintain that old age and that old order. Hence, we have a Saturn square to Uranus continuously happening. Saturn's at 9 degrees Aquarius of Aquarius, and Uranus is at 11 degrees of Taurus right now, the fixed sign of Taurus, which deals with the tradition. You know, it's like we've worked hard to create this safe, sound structure so that everyone could play. And then here we have these young rebels or rebellious minds coming in and stirring the pot, shaking things up. You know, we have, technology. For example, the car companies. It's like we're not worried about making old mechanical cars anymore. We're making computers on wheels. Forward thinking. So as the moon, our emotional needs here, is entering the sign of Aquarius today, what can we say about the sign of Aquarius as well? It's the director of the show. Across the way is Leo, the opposition. The shadow side of Aquarius is Leo, which is the drama. The drama queen, the drama king. This is all eyes on me, everybody, me. This is the narcissist society that we have of people taking selfies in the middle of the street for no reason, but just to try to look cool and influence people. All kinds of stupid stuff, right? And it's out of control in a certain degree. But here we are. The moon is in Aquarius. So what is that saying? It's saying taking a step back. This isn't about being the star of the show. It's not about all eyes on me. It's not about necessarily being in the spotlight as much as it is having a vision for the future, a vision for something, or being the keen observer. Okay, and understanding, hey, this person is good at this person is good at this person is good at this, and this person is good at this. And I am good at this. So maybe I can get all of these people working together, come together for something bigger than self, a project, a goal, an objective. So this is a great time to make objectives. This is a great time over the next 2 days to get together with our community, to really talk about different ideas, to talk about different concepts. As the moon is going to be conjunct Saturn, that's going to happen later on in the evening, around 10 o'clock. I've got it pulled up to 8. Let me put it forward one more hour here. There we go. 8:32, 8 degrees 32. We're going to have a sextile here to Chiron. Chiron, the wounded healer in the sign of Aries. Something we briefly touched upon yesterday, and I want to get back in there. That with Saturn here in Aquarius, this is the need not just to be an individual, identified as an individual within society, but there can be a need to want to look like everybody else, which is a very strange thing because, and technically this is the weird oddball sign, where this is like, hey, celebrate your own unique weirdness. Well, with Saturn here and Jupiter until December, or till later on in December, part of this can be like, hey, I want to fit in with the group. So I need to look like the group. I need to do things to myself to change how I look, to change my physical appearance, to change my outward appearance. This is about the inner. We have to be happy with our inner. Something, again, we talked about yesterday, but branching on it a little bit more, as this connection is very profound right now. So the moon, our emotional needs to be our own unique self, our emotional needs to have a vision for the future without getting caught up in the rest of the societal idea of what I need to look like, what I need to be. You know, something we talked about, you know, on this, even here on this channel, when I put out like the 1,000 episodes of, through the almost 3 years now of doing this channel religiously, if you say, you know, I'm almost daily here after the 1,000 days. I've kind of gone every other day, but so many people would try to say, oh, do it like this, do it like this, do it like this, do it like this. That's what would make me happier. If you would do it like me, if you would do it and tailor it to how I want to receive your astrology. And it's taking those considerations in. And to be honest, I've actually planned on asking you, my friends here, if you'd prefer the shorter daily videos or kind of enjoying these longer, you know, when the moon moves through the sign, you know, kind of videos. So it's like, I'm open to interpretation. I'm open to expansion. I'm open to hearing from my community without being a complete, you know, no, this is my channel, what I say goes. You know, so we all have these interesting aspects in life where we want to ask our peers, where we want to find out, how can we be a better friend? How can I have handled this situation differently? But ultimately, coming back again, is we are our own personal authority. And it's like, we have to be the ones that are happy with the decisions, because if we're constantly doing everything for everybody else, or if we're doing what we want to do and always tailoring it for other people, we get lost. We get lost and burnt out on our vision, because our vision is no longer our vision. It's become somebody else's thing, and now we're just going through the motions of doing somebody else's something. So this is kind of coming back to this aspect of, hey, and everything, before I get into that, everything evolves. This is a part of another beautiful aspect of this sign of Aquarius. You know, it's the evolution of technology, the evolution of humanity. You know, how I started this channel out almost 3 years ago is not how I sit down and talk about astrology now. It's a little bit different. There's a natural evolution, which is quite beautiful. So it's being open to those things and understanding, again, where our power lies in our uniqueness, in our individuality. We don't have to look like, dress like, act like everybody else. This is the moon and Saturn creating the sextile over here to Chiron in the sign of Aries. We don't have to change. We don't have to modify our external. We don't have to, although there can be pressures. Furthermore, while we're on that, biologically, you know, coming back to this masculine and feminine, biologically, there are two, masculine, feminine, and the very, very rare cases that hermaphroditic. But there are two biological kinds of human beings. What we choose to do with that love, what we choose to do with those things, how we choose to identify, you know, it all comes back to, are we secure with ourselves? Are we secure in our identity as an individual within the society? Is the vision of myself greater than society's vision of what they think biologically or gender, sex-wise we are as people? You know, this is something that is very strong astrologically right now, and it's reminding people we don't have to. If you want to, do what makes you happy, But if we don't have to get our lips done or our cheeks done or our brows, because we're afraid of old age, because we're afraid of, we get old and things start sagging or start looking differently. This is about respecting the process as well and honoring ourselves no matter where we're at and appreciating ourselves. All right. So there's that aspects, but again, coming back to as far as little goals for the day, while the moon is in Aquarius, is having a vision greater than where I'm at now. So this is saying, well, where am I at right now in this moment? This is going on, and this is going on in my life, and this is going on in my life, and I've got to do this, and the holidays are coming up, and I've got to make sure we've got all the whatever. That's what's happening now. And we have to make sure in these next 2 days here that we're taking the time for ourselves to see a bigger picture. What is happening in 2022 for our lives? Do we have a 6-month plan? We just had this eclipse. Do we have a 6-month plan for what's going to happen or what we want to see manifest over the next 6 months? That's a great place to start right now. Although we don't have that Virgo energy that certainly helps create those lists, we have this Aquarian energy, which is a vision of the future. And we just had this eclipse, which means as well, we're creating a sextile to where the eclipse point was at 12 degrees. I mean, it'll technically happen early Wednesday morning. But we're creating a sextile to that, to the south node here. Continuing, we have to let go of the past. We have to let go of these other people's philosophies, other people's ideas of how I think I should be, how I should look, how I should dress, what it is to be a man, what it is to be a woman, what it is to be, heterosexual, bisexual, queer, whatever. It doesn't matter. This is the beauty of Aquarius as well. It's like, it doesn't matter. You can be anything you want. Celebrate it. And as long as you're happy being you, that's all that matters. There's healing involved here, which says, oh, now that I can celebrate myself fully, well, it doesn't matter what anybody else says, thinks, or does. Cool, now check, that's off the list. Well, now what do I want to do? What do I want to create here? Saturn, let's make decisions. Saturn squaring traditional Taurus, Uranus here, the ruling planet of Aquarius. They're helping each other out. It can be a tough square. This can be dealing with a lot of depression going on right now. And my friends, it's okay. Nothing's okay, so it's okay. And when we're in this place of depression, oftentimes what we're doing is we're only seeing what's right in front of us. An empty plate, an empty bank account, a lack thereof something. It's inside. You are the medicine. The healing is inside of you. The question is inside of you. The calling is inside of you. The answer is inside of you. And we have to have the vision. The vision is inside of you. The journey is inside of you in order to manifest and create this life that you want to create. So having this vision boards. It's a vision board kind of day, my friends. And you have everything that you need to create this life that we're trying to create. You have everything inside of you. All right, my friends, I love you. I wish you enough. See you tomorrow.